Hi everybody, Diamonds by Teeda here. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me this morning. And it's another bright and early morning today. I think it's about 3:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is still dark 30. Gracie's just heading outside. She's barely awake too. And I'm actually up for a reason, believe it or not. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. So welcome in. And I'm going to be just working on just this little butterfly hanging project. This is the one I showed you the other day that I unboxed. And here's the little chain that goes on it that it's going to hang up. So that's going to be really cute. And I decided I wanted to put it actually in my kitchen. I'm going to hang it in the window. I'm going to get one of those little suction cup thingamabobbers, and I'm going to hang it with that, I think. And I don't think I have one of those things. I'm going to have to probably buy it. I don't know if the dollar store has it, or I don't know, maybe Walmart or Lowe's or somebody has it. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. So grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. I'm having nothing this morning because I have to fast. I've got to do some blood work that I'll tell you about. And yeah, we're going to go from there, all right? So welcome in, everybody. Let's go ahead and dive right in and let's do some diamond painting, okay? Yeah, let's do some diamond painting. Oh, goodness, I slept good last night. Technically, I guess I still could be sleeping, but it was time for me to get up. And like I said, I have to do some blood work today. And they don't let me eat, so that's okay. Although I'm hungry and I want my coffee. So I'm going to have to wait, and that is all right. So anyway, let me see. Where am I going with that? Where's my little brain cells? They're not kicked in yet. So I went to the eye doctor. I think I told you that. I went to the eye doctor, I think it was last week. And he's my retinal specialist because he is, oops, I missed one. He is keeping track of all these floaters in my eye because I had a vitreal detachment, which is really common as, you know, you start to age. Yeah, it's super common, but they keep an eye on it to make certain that there's no retinal detachment or other stuff. And let me tell you, I mean, I've worked in ophthalmics for a lot of years, but I've never done anything with a retinal doctor. And the tests he does, oops, I missed more. There's a whole bunch right there. I had to have, I mean, all kinds of scans. And then they did what's called an angiogram of the eye, a fluorescein angiogram. And what that is they inject fluorescein dye into your vein. And then they take pictures of your retina, and the dye lights everything up in there. So they did that, but they missed the vein. Well, they didn't miss the vein. They didn't get the dye in correctly. So I had to get poked twice, which that was kind of a bummer. I didn't like that at all. And then they did all the other tests, and I went in and saw the doctor, and I really like the doctor. He's a nice guy, but he doesn't, oops, I'm trying to get some Scotch tape out so I can close this. I need to close this little envelope. But he doesn't explain a lot, and I guess I'm going to make the long story really short because I could probably talk quite a bit on it, and I'm not going to. But he didn't explain a whole lot. He found 2 little spots of plaque. actually in my eye. So that means that plaque broke off somewhere in my body and went to my eye, which that's not super good. It's an indicator of heart disease. Usually it could be from high cholesterol, or I wasn't exactly certain really what it was from, to be honest with you. But he suggested that I have an ultrasound of my carotid to make certain that it was not plugged up. And anyway, he did not listen to my carotid. Usually the doctors, will listen to your neck. Which, it was kind of scaring me, a little bit. And he says, you need to have this done, soon. And then he started talking about you need to watch for symptoms of stroke. And I'm like freaking out going, am I going to stroke out? I was really freaking out. He really didn't explain much of anything. And I really wasn't a very happy camper about that. But I've learned over the years of being a caregiver for my husband, caregiver for my mom, that, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and you've got to advocate for yourself. No one else is going to advocate for you. You need to advocate for yourself. Unless you are fortunate enough to have a health advocate. Whether that's a family member or a friend or, something like that. So I don't let, any grass grow under my feet for certain. And I got a hold of my doctor and explained what was going on and could she order it. Well, insurance requires that she see me, and I have an appointment already scheduled in September. And anyway, there was no other appointments, and she said, you're just going to have to wait. Well, I'm not going to wait, especially when a doctor is saying, watch for signs of stroke. And I was freaked out, which doesn't make my PVCs, my heart arrhythmia, any better, because anxiety and stress will make it worse. So I don't know if you guys have a portal for your doctor's office, but we have a portal here. And, you can make an appointment with, anybody that's in that practice. It doesn't have to necessarily be your primary. They can get you in. And there were some appointments, and I got in this week. I got it in the other day with a very nice doctor. And I told him what was going on. He did not have access to my doctor's report. I don't know why he couldn't see it in the portal, but he didn't have access to that report. And we talked about things, and he, long story short, he's ordered the ultrasound. He's ordered all kinds of blood work to check on everything. And then he also ordered another heart test, and I don't know what it's called, but some sort of calcium score that will basically tell them how much plaque is in your heart. That has been ordered. I don't have it scheduled yet. So anyway, long story short, I am up to get blood work done because of all of this. And the lab opens at 6. So I'm going to be there, right when it opens so that I can get done and get ready for work so I don't miss any work. So it's a little scary right now. A little scary. But the good thing is, to be honest with you, well, there's a couple good things. One is I don't have high cholesterol. My blood work has always come back good. I mean, I'm due for labs, you know, next month when I have my checkup, but he's ordering all of that anyway. So we'll see how that is. The other thing, you know, I had already begun to, you know, eat better over the past, you know, month or two. I mean, really honestly eat a whole lot better. But now hearing that, you know, I could have, you know, what do they call it? Atherosclerosis, you know, where you have plaque in your veins, and that's going to happen anyway as you age. But now it's like, okay, I truly have to get serious. I am getting serious. So, you know, no fast food anymore. I'm working very hard on eliminating all processed food. Basically, it's going to be, you know, fish, chicken, turkey, limited red meat, lots of veggies, and fruit. I am going to have fruit. And I tell you, you know, really not having any added sugar, that is really tough. I can tell I'm definitely addicted to that. Oops, I missed a drill. Oops. I'm just going to step back a second. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. That is so pretty. This is going to be just really nice hanging up. So like last night, what I had for dinner, I had leftover barbecued chicken. I thought I saw twos. Yep, I did see twos. I barbecued a chicken breast, and it was good, except I overcooked it a little bit. I know I saw more twos over here. They're just dotted through here. I guess it's on the other side. I'm going to have to flip it around. Nope, there it is. I knew I'd see it. Okay, I'm going to flip it around. So anyway, I had barbecued chicken. And then, I don't know if you ever make zucchini boats, but you take a zucchini and you cut it in half. And you scoop a little bit out of the flesh so you can make a little bit of a boat with it. And I used a little bit of salt, and I used some garlic powder on it, a little bit of onion powder, and then you stuff them with Parmesan cheese. Ooh, it's so yummy. And then you bake it. And bake it probably about, I guess it was about a half hour or so. And it was so good. So I had that, and I had a little bit of blackberries, because berries are really good for you. So I had that. Oh, and I had a little leftover asparagus. I love asparagus. And that was my dinner. And then if I go back to breakfast yesterday, I love avocado toast, but I didn't want the carbs from the toast part itself. So I had a small avocado, and I mean, it was a baby avocado. And, you know, I didn't scramble. I cooked 2 eggs over easy. And then I cut up a Roma tomato. So I had a Roma tomato, an avocado, and my eggs. And then for a snack, I had half a grapefruit later on in the morning, which was really good. The only thing I have to put salt on my grapefruit. It gets rid of the the bitter. Do you guys do that? Do you ever put salt or do you put sugar on it? What do you put on your grapefruit? Yeah, my mother-in-law taught me that. If you put a little bit of salt, it gets rid of the bitter. I love this butterfly. And it's available from DP Clubs if you are wondering where I got this at. And then yesterday, I went to the gym. Trust me, I did not want to go. But I thought, nope, I gotta go. It's the first time this week that I've been. So I needed to get going. But it was good. I chatted with a bunch of the ladies that were there. They're so nice. And they're so inspiring. Let me tell you, they are so inspiring. I need a little more wax. And I just use this purple wax. That's what I am using today. So yeah, but I can tell that I'm starting to get stronger from going, which is good. I did one of my favorite. I love the elliptical. It kind of feels like I'm floating when I do it. I like the elliptical. And I actually was able to go 15 minutes on it. I mean, for me, that's a long time. Yeah, the elliptical and then the rower. The rower is my other favorite machine that I like to go on. And the resistance is by water. So when you're rowing, you can actually, hear the water. So it's very, it's kind of relaxing. It's kind of zen-like. So I enjoyed that. And I did my weights. It's about time that I work with the trainer again. He changes things up every few weeks. What I have to do. I think I want him to kind of go over some free weights. I'd like to kind of learn on the free weights, like the dumbbells and stuff. But I'm trying to, the hard one for me is like squats or sitting down. I mean, it's really important that you can get up and down, off a chair, right? So I basically I can do a real squat, but it's kind of hard. So you'd kind of do a squat over a chair to where you like sit down on a chair and then sit back up. So that's a good exercise to do at home. Sit down and sit up. Or stand up, I mean. And let's see, what else? Well, this morning I've got a load of dishes in the dishwasher. I guess I was out of frame. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I started my dishwasher because I forgot to run it last night. And I've got a load of towels in the washing machine. So I'm washing some towels. So that'll get all done before I go to the blood lab and have to go to work. I got to drive out of town today, so yeah, I got to do that and see, oops. And let's see, what else? I watched a little bit of TV last night. I was trying to get caught up a little bit on some videos. I don't always comment on the videos, but I will always, you know, give a thumbs up on your video. Because sometimes, you know, I'm watching on the TV, and if I don't have my phone with me to be able to comment, it's a little bit harder. So sometimes I can't comment, but if you guys have got channels, know that I will always give a thumbs up. And I was very strong this morning. There were some restocks of Diamond Art Club, of things that, you know, have been on my wish list and are back in stock. And I did not buy them because I have so many pretty paintings that I really don't need them. I want them, but I really don't need them. I've got more than enough to work on. So I did not buy anything. I was strong. Boy, I am so hungry. When they say that you can't eat or have coffee or anything, that is so hard. I'm sitting here and my tummy is growling, and you're probably hearing it. I hope you're not hearing it. Because, yeah, it's growling. Grrr. Well, we're going to have some hot weather this weekend. I'm changing the subject. I think we're going to be over 100 degrees is what they are anticipating. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm already looking forward to fall. Alexa, how many more days till the first day of autumn?
Monday, September 22nd, 2025 at 11 a.m. is in 46 days.
Did you hear that? 46 more days until fall. I am looking forward to that. Countdown, 46 days. I am looking forward to the cool nights. You know, the nice warm days, but the cool nights. I don't look forward to having to clean my gutters from all the leaves. Yeah, I don't look forward to that at all. Okay, so let me just take a peek, because there was some twos kind of dotted in through here. If I don't miss them, you guys probably already see them. Okay, well, I'm going to just go like that. You put these back in the little envelope, and I will tape it shut. And I'm just going one color at a time. This is the only time I ever do one color at a time. I know a lot of people diamond paint that way, where they'll do one color for the entire painting. But yeah, I get too bored. I can't do that. Oh, I'm gonna yawn. I'm tired. Oh goodness, sleepy, sleepy. All right. What? I think I'm gonna do this pretty. I'm gonna do this pretty marquee. Let me show you. This is super pretty. These are small. Look at that. What do you think? I like it. I like it. Now, I don't know if it'll pick up with, it is gonna pick up with just a single placer. Sometimes these marquees, you need to pick up with your multi-placer. Maybe that's gonna be easier. The multi-placer is a little bit stronger to pick that up. because I think I'd have a hard time placing that with just my fingers. Guess I could do a tweezer. But I'll tell you what, I'm being lazy. I don't want to get up to go get a tweezer. I will just place it with my multi-placer. Are you working on anything special for your WIPs? What WIP are you working on? Yesterday I worked on my Doctor Strange. Although I didn't diamond paint in the evening. I was just too tired. I actually went to bed early. So I did not diamond paint. And that's okay. Sometimes you just don't do it. But I find I have more time in the morning. If I have about an hour or so in the morning, that's good. Aren't those little flowers pretty? I think they're pretty. I don't know if the camera's catching it very well. Yeah, I think that's pretty. Got all kinds of these, all kinds of flowers that I'm doing. I've got to go back up to the grocery store. I find that I'm shopping now more often, you know, for the produce. You know, I buy small amounts of produce so I don't waste it. And I should eat, you know, more salads and greens, but the problem is I like ranch dressing. I like all the high calorie dressings, and that's not good. But I got to figure a way to eat some greens without that. There we go. But I do have good news though. I mean, I've lost 5 pounds. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I've lost 5. I'm keeping it off. So I know I have a long ways to go. But I am just plugging away at it. Okay. Oh, I got some down here. Let me flip this around. Oops. Oops, I put 2 of them on there. There we go. And today, let's see, what else is going on? Oh, today's trash day. I had to take the trash out last night. And I'm going to be watering the grass. It reminds me I need to turn on the sprinklers because it's going to be hot. And what else? I'm kind of going down my to-do list. I need to get Gracie's nails cut. I know a lot of people cut their own dog's nails, but I am so scared to cut hers. I'm afraid that, you know, I'm going to cut too short or... So I take her to a groomer. Yeah, I take her to a groomer to have her nails done. And I gave her her monthly medicine. She gets her heartworm medicine to make certain that she doesn't have heartworm. And thank goodness that my sister found out that an easy way to give your pets, you know, their medicine is with cream cheese. You hide it in a little bit of cream cheese because her dog, Peaches, she does not pill well at all. I mean, you can't. It's so difficult. And she's not food motivated, so she doesn't care about food. But the dog loves cream cheese, and she'll take her pill and cream cheese. So I gave her that, and she gobbled it right up. I told Lazy Retired Granny about it, and she's giving Ellie the cream cheese, you know, her pill with her cream cheese too. And Ellie likes it. It's Ellie approved, it's Gracie approved. So that's good. Boy, the things we do for our doggies, right? And our kitties. So that's kind of that. Oh my goodness. I've been chatting with you guys for 30 minutes. I had no idea. Wow, the time went by really fast. I don't want to go, you know, too much longer than about like probably 40 minutes tops because I need to edit it and then I need to upload it. And get that up so you guys can have a video this morning. But again, I just thought that I would just work on this little butterfly because it just made me happy today. And I wanted something that made me happy. So that's what I did. The colors make me happy looking at them, especially this color. This dark pinky purple, I really like that. So I think I'm gonna do this blue. That is really pretty. I like this blue. Let me show you that. See if I can get that. There's the blue. And that is number 5 that I'm doing. I'm trying to think, what's my little squirrel brain going for right now? Can't think of anything else. Gotta figure out something for dinner tonight too. I haven't even thought that far ahead. I've thought about as soon as I get done with this video and get it uploaded, I'm gonna have to cook breakfast and just kind of bring it with me and I will eat it at work. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs and I'm gonna put some salsa in it. I love salsa in my eggs. So I'm gonna have that for some protein. And then I think I'm gonna have a peach. So I bought some really good peaches. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I think I have some turkey in the freezer, so I think I can de-thaw that. And maybe I'll make some turkey burgers. But turkey burgers, let me tell you, you gotta give them a lot of love. A lot of love. You need to give them, you know, lots of seasoning. I like the garlic powder and the onion powder and some seasoned salt, and sometimes I even use poultry seasoning on it. And I won't have a bun. I think I will just put a little bit of lettuce. I'll make maybe like a lettuce wrap or something like that with it. And let's see, what else is going on today? That's kind of it. I haven't, you know, the only eventful thing is just gonna go get my blood drawn. I hope I have a good phlebotomist that doesn't hurt. Usually I get a good one. And I'm really glad that the labs open up early. I'm super happy about that. And I gotta feed little Gracie her breakfast. She's not ready yet. Are you ready for breakfast? You hungry? Are you? She goes, what are you doing this morning? I think she is. I think she wants her breakfast. I better go feed her. I think she's hungry too. She's coming over to see me. You can probably hear her clicking on the floor. I need to, like I said, I need to go get her nails cut. I will take her to see Cassandra this weekend. And we will go do that. We'll have an adventure. Yep, we will have an adventure. I think I'm gonna finish up this blue here, and then I think I will just call the video, I think, because I need to go and get dressed and get ready, get some makeup on, all that kind of good stuff. I'm gonna flip that around so you can see it again. I think it turned out very nice. It's turning out really nice. I mean, I know I'm not done, but I think it's turning out really pretty. And that's gonna be pretty hanging up in the window, I think. Just gotta get one of those little suction cuppy thingies. I'll just put this back in the little bag. I just poured it back in the bag, and then I just flip it over like that, and I just put some tape on it in the meantime, because I'm not going to, you know, kit this up at all. Just one color at a time. But you know, I always miss a color. I always miss some drills somewhere, so then I have to go back in and put them in. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or evening, you know, whatever time zone you guys happen to be watching. You know, have fun with your crafts and your diamond painting. Just enjoy the process. Let it be relaxing and not stressful. And yeah, enjoy your family and friends. Enjoy your fur babies. What do you, oh, you are hungry, aren't you? All right, I will feed you. She's just staring at me. I gotta go feed her. And that's early. Usually she's still asleep and I don't feed her until like about 6. So take care, everybody. You know, remember that you're perfect exactly as you are, and do one thing today that your future self is going to thank you for. And with that, you know, I'm going to catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.